James Mitchell was used to chaos single dad, full-time job, deadlines, stacking like a tower of dominoes, but nothing could have prepared him for what he saw when he opened the wrong door. In that instant, his world shifted. The CEO of Sterling Tech changing, exposed, and utterly unprepared. One accidental glance, and suddenly everything he thought he knew about his job and himself was about to be. Could a single mistake change his life forever? James Mitchell had survived the last 2 years on caffeine, determination, and the endless love he had for his 8-year-old daughter, Emma. As a single dad, juggling school, drop-offs, late-night lunches, and a demanding job at Sterling Tech, he had perfected the art of near chaos. What he had not perfected, apparently, was reading room numbers correctly. It happened on a Tuesday. Because, of course, it did. Tuesdays had a cruel sense of humor. James was carrying a stack of reports almost taller than Emma as he hurried toward what he thought was conference room for B. His supervisor had demanded the quarterly summaries 5 minutes ago, which made him approximately 6 minutes late. He knocked once, didn't wait for a reply, and swung the door open. What he saw froze him solid. Not a conference table, not a team of analysts, not even an empty room. Standing there, half-turned, mid-buttoning a crisp white blouse, was her Victoria Sterling. Say you, billionaire, ice queen of the boardroom. The woman whose face glowed from every corporate portrait lining the hallways. Her eyes widened, and James's brain fizzled like a shorted wire. I am so sorry, he stammered, dropping half the reports. They scattered dramatically, of course, doing absolutely nothing to help the situation. Victoria blinked, cheeks slightly flushed, something he hadn't known was possible for her. Mr. Michu, isn't it? He wished she didn't know his name. That made this infinitely worse. Yes, but please, I thought this was clearly not for B, she said, smoothing her blouse and picking up her blazer. I'll just leave. E grabbed the nearest stack of papers definitely. Nautizan fled down the hallway like an overworked penguin. For the next 2 days, James expected security to escort him out or HR to send an email with the subject line, "Inappropriate behavior, meeting required." Instead, silence. Until Friday. Victoria's assistant appeared beside his cubicle like a ghost. "Mr. Mitchell, Miss Sterling would like to see you." He swallowed. "In her office?" "Yes, of course. Where else do CEOs deliver termination speeches?" James entered her sleek office where Victoria stood by the window, city skyline blazing behind her. She turned, expression unreadable. "Relax, Mr. Mitchell," she said, noticing his stiff posture. "I didn't bring you here to fire you." He exhaled loudly. Too loudly. She gave the faintest smile. "I actually wanted to talk about your proposal from last month. The new efficiency model for the data tracking system. I reviewed it." He blinked. "You did? It's excellent, and I'd like you to lead a pilot for it." James's jaw dropped. "Are you sure?" After Tuesday. Accidentally opening the wrong door doesn't negate good work." She raised a brow. "We'll both pretend that moment didn't exist." Gladly. But things didn't quite go back to normal. Victoria began stopping by his workspace. At first, to discuss the project, then to ask about Emma when she saw the child's drawings pinned near his monitor. Then to offer advice about balancing work and parenting, surprising him with how human she sounded. One afternoon, as they reviewed results in her office, Emma called James in tears. Her after-school program had changed times and the neighbor couldn't pick her up. James apologized profusely and began shoving papers into his bag, ready to sprint out. Victoria stood. "I'll drive you." He stared. "You? You don't have to, but I want to." Emma adored her instantly. Victoria, who seemed carved from pure professionalism, sat cross-legged on the school steps, chatting with the little girl about art class and her favorite snacks. That was the day everything shifted. Over the following weeks, the three of them fell into an easy rhythm project meetings that turned into shared lunches, school pickups that turned into small adventures, guarded smiles that slowly became warm ones. One evening after dropping them off, Victoria lingered by James's walkway. The air was soft, sunset warm. "You know," she said quietly, "that wrong door you opened, it may have been the right one after all." James laughed softly. "Best mistake I ever made." She stepped closer. "Then maybe we should make a few more together." Nothing was ever the same again, and neither of them wanted it to be.